the stream again, that I have that option, that I can share videos and I can share pictures and I can share all of that stuff. So I am so excited to be able to do that. This is I've been waiting for them to bring back that feature, and so I'm like, yeah, it's here. I don't know how to use it, so and I really don't know how it's going to actually work, but you can see right there that I have put Some Sweet on the screen, and so you can see it. So again, you can, we are live streaming to Facebook at SAIRNT, YouTube at SAIRNT, Twitter at Some Sweet Foods, Twitch at SAIRNT, and I was not considering going live on TikTok, but I don't know if I got the message that whether or not TikTok is actually working again, because let me see if I can see whether TikTok is actually working. Let's see here. And then I finally figured, yeah, it still didn't. So let me bring TikTok up. Hi, Ronald6122. Thank you for joining. Thank you much for joining. You guys want to just let me know where it is that you're coming from. Let me know where you're watching us from. Again, what I am recording today is for the archive for the membership site. So I'm just recording I'm doing the nutritional, the essential nutrients recording for the archive for the CERNT membership site. So, while you can grab this information now, it's while it's recording, and again, also where it's streaming, that you can capture that information. You can go back and get it until I go and pull it down from the and actually place it in the archive, where we'll be putting together learning materials for people who are, for people who want to learn, people who want to lose weight, people who want to help themselves, and things like that. So you have a membership site that I am working on. Thank you so much for joining me. Courtney Reynolds. If your name comes up and I don't say anything, my apologies. Martha Lady, thank you for joining. Go ahead, you guys, and tap the screen so I can get some likes and some hearts. Complete RC, thank you very much for joining. I am so excited. So that I have seen a lot of things that have come up, and I'm like, oh wow, I gotta learn it. So now I got some experimenting to do and some learning to do. And I'm very excited. Indian Outlaw, thank you for joining. Go ahead, you guys, if you're in the room, go ahead, tap the screen, give me some likes, some shares, share this, let people know. This is again, I am going to be recording. I'm going to be sharing some essential nutrient information. So let us know the vitamins and minerals that we need to get daily, and the recommended doses of those, because this goes along with a course of material that is where I do a nutrient screening. So like if I do a nutrient screening for clients, so we can find out what they're deficient in, the nutrients that they're deficient in. And when you join the site, you're able to go in, and then if your assessment says that you're deficient in this nutrient, you can go in and you can get a recording. You can tap on a recording of me telling you what this nutrient is, where you can find it, and what food source you would want to get that in. I know a lot of us don't like to have a lot of documents, a lot of paper stuff around. We are so used to video and audio that this is just the video and audio of that, and all you have to do is just tap on that recording and you'll be able to see. Thank you, V.R. Connor. Thank you for joining. Hey, you guys, I don't see any likes up there in TikTok land. If you're in here, go ahead, give me some hearts and likes and all of that stuff. So thank you. I'm not able to see everyone. Max, thank you. Florence, thank you for joining. I have a lazy eye too. Okay, well, I don't know that I have a lazy eye. Got one eye smaller than the other one, but yeah. All right, can I get some hearts in TikTok land? So for all my people who are watching, oh yeah, I'm also streaming live on HAPS at SAIRNT.com. That's SART. It stands for Sugar Addiction is Real. SAIR, Sugar Addiction is Real. It's an acronym. Nutritional therapy. A lot of people call me Saint, but I always did say that I like how it looks. It looks like Saint, and so that's good enough for me. Okay. So I am very excited to find out about those features that will allow me to to begin to share the screen. So you can see some sweeteners on the screen there. And again, that is the most spectacular sweetener that there is on the market. That is a sweetener that helped me to lose 65 pounds, or 65 pounds of weight loss. Managed to keep it off for 2 years. So very happy about that and excited about that. You can get a hold of the sweetener by going over to sumsweet.com. That's SUMSWEET.com. And for those of you in TikTok land, you can see that behind me. There's some sweet packages there that's showing on the screen. I don't have any likes. What's wrong? You guys don't like me today? You're not liking. I'm not seeing any likes. Hi, Mackenzie. Hi, Vet the King. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Vic Hammer, Mulatto, Mark, thank you. C, Muriel, thank you for joining. Go ahead, you guys, and tap up the screen and give me some likes up there in TikTok land. Okay, so again, if you want to get a hold of the sweetener, you can go over to SUMSWEET.com. And you can get a hold of the sweetener. Also want to remind you that if you are not drinking your water, you want to get 4 bottles a day. You want to get 4 bottles of water per day. That's the minimum that you need to get. I see that there's a water challenge going around. See, a lot of people are drinking water in the challenge and guzzling down the water. Do I recommend doing that? Nope. And I can tell you a few things how best to drink your water and take your vitamins and things like that. And just because something is a challenge don't mean you should do it. Yes, you do need to get your 64 ounces in minimum. You need to get that in, but then there are different ways that you can do that and better ways that you can do that than to enter into a challenge and chug. But with that being said, oh, TikTok don't care about that. Somebody said they don't like for you to drink on screen. I don't know about that. All right, I see 37 people in the room and I have 0 likes. What's going on? Come on, tap the screen and give me some likes, please. Please, please give me likes. Let me go ahead, and I don't want my battery to get low up there, so let me charge that. Hi, Kendra. I guess nobody's liking. I'm not talking about anything much here, but that really should not matter. Let's see. Allow. There we go. All right, so let's get on with the subject matter at hand. We are talking about nutrient. Well, I am reading and going over the vitamins and minerals, micronutrients that we need every day, and we had hit we had hit the minerals, and I had went as far as, where were we at? We were at I think I covered, let me see, I'm not sure. I'm gonna just start here because I'm not sure if I covered this one. I can't remember. I have to go back and listen to the recording, but I'm gonna start with magnesium. I'm gonna go back over magnesium again. All right, what's going on here? What's going on? Okay, so I'm going over magnesium again. So for magnesium is effective for strengthening bones and teeth. It promotes a healthy muscles and helps them to relax, thus supportive of PMS relief and bowel movement. It's important for heart, muscles, and nervous system, and it's essential for energy production, immune system health, enzymatic cofactor. So, if you're deficiency in magnesium, you may experience muscle tremors or spasm, muscle weakness, insomnia or nervousness, high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, constipation. You might have hyperactivity, depression, confusion, fits or convulsions, a lack of appetite, calcium deposits in the soft tissue, which could translate to kidney stones. The daily recommended requirement of magnesium is 300 milligrams, and it's not known to be toxic below levels of 1,000 milligrams. The Foods that you can find this in are pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, wheat germ, almonds, cashew nuts, brewer's yeast, buckwheat flour, Brazil nuts, peanuts, pecan nuts, cooked beans, garlic, raisins, green peas, potato skins, and crab. So the top food for this is going to be pumpkin seeds, followed by wheat germ. The supplement name is amino acid chelate and citrate, and it's better absorbed than magnesium carbonate or magnesium sulfate. It works well with vitamins B1, B6, C, and D, zinc, calcium, and phosphorus. And the opponents of it, or the adversaries, are large amounts of calcium in dairy, proteins, fats, oxalates, which is like all bran or some sort of bran, and rhubarb, phytates, and wheat bread. Next one is going to be manganese. Manganese is effective to help form healthy bones, cartilage, tissues, and nerves. Activates more than 20 enzymes, including antioxidant enzyme system, stabilizes blood sugar, promotes healthy DNA and RNA, and is essential for reproduction and red blood cells synthesis. It's important for insulin production, reduces cell damage required for brain function. Deficiency, muscle twitches. If you're deficient, you may experience muscle twitches, childhood growing pains, dizziness, or poor sense of balance, fits, convulsions, sore knees, and joint pain. There are no recommended daily allowances or requirements established for it, and toxicity levels are not of concern. The foods this is found in are watercress, pineapple, okra, endive, blackberries, raspberries, lettuce, grapes, lima beans, strawberries, oats, beetroot, and celery. The supplement name is amino acid chelate, manganese citrate, or gluconate. Works well with zinc, vitamins E, B1, C, and K. The opponents or the adversaries of it are antibiotics, alcohol, refined foods, calcium, and phosphorus. And I realized that I've read these. I've read those. So let me skip down. So, I read potassium. Let me see, where did I actually stop? So no, I didn't read that, and I didn't read that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to potassium. Doesn't hurt to have that one as a going to read potassium. So we're going to go with potassium next. So potassium, it is effective for and enables nutrients to move into the waste and waste products to move out of cells. It promotes healthy nerves and muscles, maintains fluid balance of the body, relaxes muscles, helps secretion of insulin for blood sugar control, to produce constant energy, involved in metabolism, maintains heart functioning, and stimulates gut movements. If you're deficient in potassium, you may experience rapid or irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, pins and needles, or and irritability. Let me start that over because that came right in the middle of my recording. That should kick back in. Okay, potassium. It enables nutrients to move into and waste products to move out of cells, promotes healthy nerves and muscles, maintains fluid balance in the body, relaxes muscles, helps secretion of insulin for blood sugar control, to produce constant energy involved in metabolism, maintains heart functioning, and stimulates gut movement. If you're deficient, you may experience rapid, irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, pins and needles, irritability, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, swollen abdomen, cellulite, low blood pressure, resulting from an imbalance of potassium sodium ratio, confusion, mental tiredness. The recommended daily requirements are 2,000 milligrams. The toxicity is at an intake of around 18,000 milligrams. Cardiac arrest may occur. The foods that is found in watercress, endive, cabbage, celery, parsley, eggplants, radishes, cauliflower, mushrooms, pumpkin, molasses, banana, and coconut. With the top food being molasses, followed by parsley, then banana. So, not necessary to supplement. Potassium gluconate is the name that you can find it under. Potassium gluconate, chloride, seaweed, and brewer's yeast. Works well with magnesium, and because that helps to hold potassium in the cells. The adversaries of it are excess sodium from salt, alcohol, sugar, diuretics, laxatives, corticosteroid drugs, and stress. So next on the list is selenium. It is effective, and it has antioxidant properties that help to protect against free radicals and carcinogens, reduces inflammation, stimulates the immune system to fight infections, promotes a healthy heart, and helps vitamin E's action required for male. It's required for male reproductive systems and needed for metabolism. If you're deficient in this, you may have a family history of cancer, signs of premature aging, cataracts, high blood pressure, and frequent infections. There are no known as or established daily requirements. It is not toxic, or no known toxicity below 750 micrograms. When it interferes with normal structure and functions of protein in hair, nails, and skin, garlic breath may occur. So the foods that is found in: tuna, oysters, molasses, mushrooms, herrings, cottage cheese, cabbage, beef liver, eggplant, cod, chicken, Brazil nuts. And so it's 1.919 milligrams to avoid toxic levels. So selenium, the supplement name is selenomethionine. So that's selenomethionine or selenocysteine. The promoters: it works well with vitamin E, A, and C. Not so well in the presence of refined food and those things that utilize modern farming techniques, which basically strips the food of minerals. And I didn't mention the number one foods that you can find that in is going to be Brazil nuts. And you would not want to eat more than 2 of those Brazil nuts per day. Or that is enough to get you your daily requirement for that. Next is sodium. Sodium helps to maintain the body's water balance, preventing dehydration, helps nerve functioning, is used in muscle contraction, including the heart muscle, is utilized in energy production, and helps move nutrients into the cells. When you're deficient in sodium, you may experience dizziness, heat exhaustion, low blood pressure, rapid pulse, mental apathy, loss of appetite, muscle cramps, nausea, vomiting, reduced body weight, and headaches. The recommended daily requirement is 2,400 milligrams. Toxicity may occur with high intake from processed foods and restricted water intake. Edema, high blood pressure, and kidney disease. So that's when you may experience toxicity from sodium. Foods that is found in are sauerkraut, olives, shrimp, miso, beetroot, ham, celery, cabbage, crab, cottage cheese, watercress, and kidney beans. With the top food of this list being olives, shrimp, followed by olives and miso. There is no supplement needed because it's plentiful in food. It works well with vitamin D. The adversary of that is potassium and chloride. They counteract sodium to keep a balance in the body. So potassium and chloride counteract sodium to keep a balance in the body. Next is zinc. I think I'm almost finished with this list. Next is zinc. So zinc is effective and is a component of over 200 enzymes in the body. A component of DNA and RNA, is essential for growth, important for healing, controls hormones, which are messengers from organs such as testes and ovaries, aids the ability to cope with stress effectively, promotes a healthy nervous system and brain, especially in the growing fetus, aids in bone and teeth formation, helps hair to bloom, and essential for constant energy. If you're deficient in zinc, you may have a poor sense of taste or smell. You might have white marks on more than 2 fingernails, frequent infections, stretch marks, acne or greasy skin, low fertility, pale skin, tendency to depression, and obesity. The daily recommended requirement for zinc is 15 milligrams. It is toxic at 2 grams or more, and that can result in gastrointestinal irritation, vomiting, anemia, reduced growth, stiffness, depraved appetite, and death. Copper and zinc levels should be balanced. The foods that you find it in are oysters, ginger root, lamb, pecan nuts, dry split peas, haddock, green peas, shrimp, turnips, Brazil nuts, egg yolks, whole wheat grain, rye, oat, peanuts, and almonds, with the top food of that being oysters, followed by lamb, and then Brazil nuts. So if you're vegan, which I'm sorry I haven't been mentioning but if you're vegan, the Brazil nuts would be your top choice, as well as pecans, ginger root, and dry split peas. The supplement name is amino acid chelate, zinc citrate, and picolinate, and those are better than zinc sulfate or oxide. Works well when you have a normal production of stomach acid, vitamins A, E, and B6, magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus. Doesn't work well in the presence of phytates, which are found in wheat bran and wheat bread, oxalates, which are found in all bran flakes, and rhubarb, high calcium intake, copper, low protein intake, excessive sugar intake, stress, alcohol, and alcohol prevents its uptake. So just so you know that when it's an adversary, it's gonna slow down the uptake or absolutely prevent the uptake. How far are we from the? Okay. So next we're going over to the essential oils that we should be having in our diet. So the first one is omega 3, and that's ALA, EPA, and DHA. It is effective for and promotes a healthy heart. Is that not charging? It is effective for and promotes a healthy heart. It thins the blood, reduces inflammation, improves functioning of the nervous system, promotes neurotransmitter balance and reception, relieves depression, schizophrenia, attention deficit, hyperactivity, and autism, improves sleep, improves skin condition, helps balance hormones, reduces insulin resistance. If you're deficient, you may experience dry skin, eczema, dry hair or dandruff, excessive thirst, excessive sweating, poor memory or learning difficulties, inflammatory health problems, high blood lipids, depression, PMS, or breast pain, and water retention. Daily requirements for this are a minimum of 1.1 grams of ALA and a minimum of 250 milligrams of EPA plus DHA. There are no known established toxicity levels. Substantial excess can lead to oily skin and loose bowels. It's found in mackerel, swordfish, marlin, fresh tuna, not canned tuna, salmon, sardines, flax seeds, walnuts, chia seeds, shelled hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, egg yolks, algae, and amounts vary depending on the varieties and the producer practices. So the name for it is ALA, which is alpha linolenic acid, and is the actual essential nutrient found in seeds and nuts from which EPA and DHA can be made in the body. EPA and DHA are a much more potent form of omega 3. Works well in the presence of niacin, B6, vitamin C, zinc, magnesium, and manganese. Help convert ALA to EPA or DHA. And then to prostaglandins. And antioxidant nutrients also help to protect them. Doesn't work well being fried, storage, food processing, or hydrogenation, smoking, and alcohol. Next is omega 6, which is LA and GLA, and is effective for and promotes a healthy heart, thins the blood, reduces inflammation, improves functioning of the nervous system, promotes neurotransmitter balance and reception, relieves depression, schizophrenia, attention deficit, hyperactivity, and autism, improves skin conditions, helps balance the hormones, and reduces insulin resistance. Again, if you are deficient in this, you may experience dry skin, eczema, dry hair, or dandruff, excessive thirst, excessive sweating, PMS or breast pain, and water retention. There are no known daily requirements, but it is advised that omega 6 to omega 3 ratio between 4 to 1 and 1 to 1. So there are no known levels of toxicity, and substantial excess can lead to oily skin and loose bowels. Omega 6 is found in safflower oil, sunflower oil, corn oil, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, wheat germ, sesame seeds, shelled hemp seeds, pistachios, avocados, and the amount varies depending on the variety and the producer practices. While linoleic acid (La) is actually is the actual essential nutrient found in seeds, and nuts, from which GLA can be made in the body. GLA is a much more potent form of omega-6. This can also be converted to arachidonic acid, another very important essential fatty acid. Works well in the presence of niacin, B6, vitamin C, zinc, magnesium, and manganese, and helps convert linoleic acid into GLA and then prostaglandins. Prostaglandins. I'm going to have to read this all over again. Just know that. Antioxidant nutrients help to protect them. So frying, storage, food processing via hydrogenation, smoking, and alcohol are all adversaries of this. So for you all that are taking notes, I'm not going to read it again. I'll just record it offline. When I go off, I'll just record it again because I know I'm going to have to read that one again. Let's see. So let's talk about antioxidants. And so antioxidants, the first one being bioflavonoids. So it's effective for, helps vitamin C to work, strengthens the capillaries, speeds up healing of wounds, sprains, and muscle injuries, is an antioxidant, and it works for DNA and cell protection. If you're deficient in this, you may experience easy bruising, varicose veins, and frequent sprains. There are no known daily requirements and no known toxicity levels. Bioflavonoids can be found in berries, cherries, and citrus fruits. The supplement name is citrus bioflavonoids, rosehip extract, and berry extracts. Works well in the presence of vitamin C. Free radicals, stress, and processed foods are the adversaries. Next is choline. And we are talking about antioxidants. So the next one is choline. Is a component of lecithin, which helps to break down fat in the liver. It facilitates movement of fats into the cells and synthesis of cell membranes in the nervous system and protects the lungs. If you're deficient in this, you may experience developmental abnormalities in newborn babies, high blood cholesterol and fatty liver, nerve degeneration, high blood pressure, atherosclerosis, senility, dementia, reduced resistance to infection. There are no known daily requirements or no known established daily requirements. The toxicity level is not known. It's found in lecithin, eggs, fish, liver, soybeans, peanuts, whole grains, nuts, pulses, citrus fruits, wheat germ, and brewer's yeast. The supplement name will be lecithin. Works well in the presence of vitamin B5 and lithium. The adversaries are alcohol and birth control pills. Next is coenzyme Q10. It's effective for the plays a central role in energy metabolism, improves heart function and other functions, helps to normalize blood pressure, and increases exercise tolerance. It's an antioxidant that boosts immunity. If you're deficient, you may lack energy, experience heart disease, poor exercise tolerance, or poor immune function. There are no known established daily requirements and no known toxicity levels. Coenzyme Q10 is found in sardines, mackerel, pork, spinach, soybean oil, peanuts, sesame seeds, and walnuts, which the top food for that is going to be soybean oil, followed by sardines, and then mackerel. The supplement name is Coenzyme Q10 in a lipid base, and that aids in the absorption. Works well in the presence of with the B vitamins and iron. Not the adversaries are going to be stimulants and sugar. So again, when I'm saying adversaries, that means that you would want to consume this 2 hours before or 2 hours after you have had some sort of stimulant or sugar or whatever the adversaries would be. Next is Inositol. It is effective for and needed for cell growth. Is required by the brain and spinal cord for the formation of the nerve sheath. It's a mild tranquilizer. It helps to maintain healthy hair, reduces blood cholesterol. If you're deficient, you may experience irritability, insomnia, nervous hyperexcitability, reduction in nerve growth and regeneration, and low HDL levels. No known daily requirements are established for this, and no known toxicity levels. It can be found in lecithin granules, pulses, soy flour, eggs, fish, liver, citrus fruits, melon, nuts, wheat germ, and brewer's yeast. With the supplement being lecithin granules or capsules. Works well in the presence of choline. The adversaries are going to be phytates, which are found in wheat bran and wheat bread. Antibiotics, alcohol, tea, coffee, birth control pills, and diuretics. Again, you want to consume this 2 hours before or after you've had one of those foods or prescriptions. All right. So that's gonna wrap it up. I think that was pretty good. So I think we had talked about the crap foods that actually are the anti-nutrient foods. And again, if you missed that, the crap foods are going to consist of carbonated drinks, refined sugar, artificial colors and flavorings, also alcohol, and processed food products. So you want to limit your crap food intake. Basically, you want to minimize it. So I mean, I think that just talking about these and having the knowledge of these things, I think if you look at this and you look at the list of this, especially when you start talking about if you're deficient in something, and you know that people suffer, there are various ailments and things out there that people suffer from, and when you look at it and you think about it, and you hear some of this, you probably can hear something, be like, oh man, maybe, if I'm irritable, you would want to go through and you would want to find find where you may be missing a mineral, one of these micronutrients. You might be missing one, you might be deficient in one, and that's why you're having some of the issues that you're having. If you correct that, this nutrient deficiency with food, you can correct it with food. You correct this, or further supplementation if need be. If you need to supplement by actually buying the supplement because you can't get it all through your food, then you would need to do that. But you can see that just in the case of inositol, yeah, that if you're deficient, You may experience irritability and insomnia and nervousness, hyperexcitability. I mean, just think about that. I mean, if you actually, when you stop and think about that, if you have insomnia, you are going to be irritable, right? And you may be, a little bit hyperexcited or, nervousness. It's just, you can see that if you're having these kind of problems, you really need to find where you're deficient at. And that's what I'm trying to work on, is like build a place where people can come and really just like, you want to find what, because I have a nutrition app. With the app, it tells you daily what you're getting as far as your nutrients, right? So with the app, you're going to find out what you're getting as far as your nutrients are concerned daily. And if you find that you're deficient, you can adjust your diet so that you can, begin to get the things that you're deficient in. That's why I'm doing this, so that, when you come to, if you participate in the membership site, you'll be able to find out, take a nutrient assessment. I mean, I go through the whole thing. What are you going through? What are you struggling with? We do that complete assessment so we can find out, so that we can we can get you on a diet that works for you. Because if your body is inflamed, if you have inflammation in your body, you're going to find that you're going to have difficulty losing weight, number one. So you will struggle with losing weight because of the inflammation in your body and because of the stress. And inflammation equals stress. Stress equals inflammation. It's just like that. It's just that simple. And so you might struggle with weight loss, with certain things. And if you're experiencing insomnia, you're gonna be stressed, right? And this right here, right, just with this inositol, insomnia, nervousness, hyperexcitability, reduction in nerve growth, all of these things, it's major stress. So can you imagine what you're going through, what your body is going through, and you don't even know it? So a nutrition assessment will help you to figure out what's going on with your body food wise, and you start to correct that with your diet, and then you start to see the results that you want in your weight loss journey or your fat loss journey, right? You start to get the results that you want, because everybody is different. Everybody's body is different. We are not the same, and we might have different imbalances, and we might have different things going on, and we would need to know what those things are, specific, unique to us. That's why a personalized nutrition plan is essential, is key, to have a personalized nutrition plan. And I am not going to say that I'm the only person out there that can provide that for you. I'm not, because I may not be a good fit for you. I may not be the one for you. But what I am saying is, because I am sugar free, right? So I'm sugar free. The name of the name of this broadcast is SARE, stands for Sugar Addiction is Real Nutritional Therapy. So you already know I'm going to be about no sugar, right? That first things out of my mouth is going to be about no sugar. So no matter what I say, it's going to be about no sugar. I'm going to steer you toward that. No sugar, lower in carbs. That's the main thing. But I'm talking about crap carbs, right? Not your good carbs, not your complex carbs, not your fruits and veggies. I'm a big proponent of nature's candy, fruits, within with moderation, but fruits and vegetables. Big proponent of that. Have you guys seen my salad bowl? Have you seen my salad bowl that I have almost every day? That big huge salad bowl. Go look at my posts on TikTok. That's SAIRNT on TikTok. Go over there and look at the post. You'll see my salad bowl. You'll see me making a salad. Have you seen my salad bowl? You see my salad bowl? In that salad bowl is enough for 4 or 5 people, but that's my salad bowl. That's my salad bowl. Bought it specifically for me to make my salads. My salads that I do not share with anybody. That is going to, there's either 3 to 6 ounces of lettuce in that bowl. depending on how many other veggies I'm throwing in there, is going to depend on how much lettuce I put in the bowl. So 3 to 6 ounces of lettuce. If I don't have a whole lot of veggies going in, because maybe I'm out of some veggies, the less veggies, the more salad, the more actual green leafy salad that goes in there. But otherwise, it's going to be 3 ounces of that. It's gonna lettuce, grape tomatoes, because I like grape tomatoes, because that's my business. I like grape tomatoes. I like them better than cherry tomatoes. But that's what's going in there. I'm not peeling or cutting up a whole big old tomato. Just I used to do that. Chop the tomato. No, I don't do that no more. Put some onion in there, and whatever other veggie I have. An apple will go in there. Cucumbers. If I have I like the little tiny cucumbers. The mini cucumbers. They spoil real fast, so I have to eat them real fast. But put cucumbers in there. I still eat bread, so I throw some croutons in there, and I like cheese, so I put some of that in there too. Chicken, so that I can have some additional protein, because I don't like eggs in my salad. I know a lot of people like eggs in the salad. I don't like egg, but I'll do chicken. I don't know why I don't like eggs in the salad, but that's me. That's what I'll do. And have a huge salad. If I don't have chicken, then hey, I don't have chicken. If I don't have any meat in it, hey, I don't have any meat in there. But that's the base for most days. Now, and then I can vary that. If I have I like to make a broccoli cauliflower salad, and it's chopped real fine, and broccoli cauliflower, I'll throw that in there. Broccoli cauliflower, I'll put that in there. Bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, olives, you name it. Huge salad. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I may not be for you. I may not be your cup of tea, and that is quite all right. That is quite all right. But again, want to thank you all for joining me. That's gonna do it for today. I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't realize that I had left that picture up there. But hey, you got to look at the glorious sun, sweet. But I want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you have found this to be beneficial. Again, I want to remind you, if you don't know what your risk is for type 2 diabetes, please go over to the American Diabetes Association. They do have an assessment over there that you can take that will help you to know what your risk is for type 2 diabetes. I say that because diabetes will sneak up. It sneaks up on people. Everybody that I have interviewed, and I will be doing more interviews in the future, when they talk about if they have diabetes, it snuck up on them. They didn't, it wasn't like, hey, they had warning after warning after warning. No, they didn't know they were pre-diabetic, because the statistics say that 1 in 3 people are pre-diabetic and they don't know it. If you do not take care of that pre-diabetes situation within 5 years, it will turn to type 2 diabetes. Now they're finding that, in fact, those people who are now turning to type 2 diabetes are rapidly turning to back again to type 1 diabetes, because there's now, or turning to type 3 diabetes, which, well, let me get the numbers right. Well, it's turning back to type 1, because there's another that they found is called early onset adult type 1 diabetes. Yeah. Listen, people, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. This is something serious. I know sugar addiction is real. Yeah, I say that because it is real. I was addicted to sugar. But I also say that I say that because people think that and I specifically call it an addiction because it is an addiction. It is as addictive as cocaine and heroin. So you cannot tell me that if crack cocaine was an epidemic, and now you have all these, what are these other drugs that people are taking? At one time heroin was an epidemic, right? Now, what is it? The prescription meds are what is the epidemic. And nobody talks about sugar, because sugar it silently does what it does to the body. It silently does what it does to the body. And it slowly does what it does to the body. It doesn't necessarily it doesn't mess with your brain the way that other things do. It doesn't do that. But it's an addiction just the same. And when they gave mice, they addicted. Don't tell me about the laboratory test, because but when they do these tests, right? So they did a study. They gave mice. They got the mice addicted to cocaine, and then they replaced the cocaine with sugar. The mice didn't have a problem. Then they reintroduced cocaine and reintroduced sugar, and they want to see which one the mice preferred. The mice preferred sugar. The mice did not want cocaine, they wanted sugar. So if you tell me that you can be addicted to cocaine and you can switch off the cocaine addiction with sugar, okay, now that's good to get somebody off of cocaine. That's good to get somebody off of just switch them from cocaine to sugar, heroin to sugar, whatever to sugar. Sugar's the methadone to come off of that, right? To help them to come off of that. I mean, it could be. I'm just saying, because that's what they did with the mice. But what is that saying about something that is that powerful and that potent, and we eat it every day in a refined fashion? And they know that, and that's why they did what they did to our foods, and it's a lot of money. Yeah, and I'm shouting it from the rooftops, and I know nobody cares, or it seems as though nobody cares, but somebody cares if I care. And if you're type 2 diabetic and you find yourself, or you've been diagnosed with prediabetes, and you're on your way down the path, or you have metabolic issues, and you find yourself not able to stop doing something that you know is killing you, then I'm sure you would want some help. And Some Sweet Plus can be that help, because it helped me, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. It helped me. Oh, I don't want to start tearing up. But anyway, that's it for today's show. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, while it is still available, what I have recorded today is going to be for archives, and this video, the videos will be removed. But while it's still available, you can get it rebroadcast. You can watch it again on Facebook at SAIRNT, Twitter at Some Sweet Foods, YouTube at SAIRNT, Twitch at SAIRNT, TikTok at SAIRNT, and Facebook at Some Sweet Foods as well. That's it for today, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed weekend. I will, hopefully, God willing, see you next week. Peace and blessings.